There we go. Alright. Hi guys, this is Lavender Town's Ghost. Welcome back to Ace Attorney with the Sibling.
Bop, 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 bop.
Bop, 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 bop. Alright, where we left off last time, Phoenix was framed for murder by a billionaire. Let's not be framed for murder anymore.
I'm sure no one else will be wrongfully ever framed.
No one else is ever gonna be wrongfully framed for murder. That's right, you're Maya.
Well, I guess this is it.
I've already forgotten all my voices. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look! The boy!
The boy! Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I think for Phoenix, your voice was a bit more like eager anime protagonist.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he's also currently being framed for murder. He wouldn't be that eager right now.
He would still be very chipper about it.
Alright, you're Edgeworth.
I'm aware. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday.
Huh?
I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty. End of story. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot Phoenix's voice.
Dot, dot, dot. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy.
What a fucked up policy.
I was literally about to say base.
See, this is why you have the prosecutor badge. Edgeworth. Edgeworth. I cannot remember his voice. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth, stop being cringe.
You've changed.
Huh? Phoenix, you know him?
Ignore the microwave noises in the background.
Don't expect any special treatment of Phoenix, right?
Phoenix!
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this.
Phoenix, I think that's a very bad idea.
Of course it is. So I'm curious, would that Miles just being like, Miles, or is that him attempting to give us a warning?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll see how the world's most tsundere prosecutor attorney tells his feelings.
Why would I thought of that?
Prosecuting lawyer. Whoops.
That's a good, tsundere is a perfect way to describe him. Alright, you're the judge.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself.
Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. as the details of this event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see.
I also just like to point out that the court technically hasn't heard anything about Phoenix now being the murder suspect. Because White just called that into the police yesterday, after the trial. So the last the court heard was, I forget her, was May's testimony about Maya. April May's testimony get torn apart about Maya. So they haven't heard anything about Phoenix yet.
Listen, this, again, is Bizarro Clown Court. The prosecution may call its first witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I feel like
Gonna be a nosy bitch or let it go.
See, this is something super easy for the judge to brush off, but I do want to see how it goes. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey?
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed.
That's not how this works.
That's not how court works.
That's not how court works.
Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
I'd love and hate Edgeworth right now.
Listen, in the first couple of cases, Edgeworth is just like...
Just a bastard.
A bastard. He's just a little bastard man. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
His little bow!
Dun, dun, dun.
Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. Yeah, that's what I figure how a lot of this is gonna go.
I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand.
Oh, that's what I'm this dude.
Please state your full name.
Oh god, what was his voice? You wish to know the title of my personage? Personage? God.
Yeah, have fun with this bastard.
Oh god.
Look at all my riz. Your name.
Yes, that is what I said! Oh dear, do my locutions confuse?
Name.
These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino! Oh god. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp.
That fucker thinks people don't know what a CEO is. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey?
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder.
Correct.
And you witnessed the murder from there.
Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't give this guy's testimony part, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Because you're the protagonist.
Because God hates you, Phoenix.
Ho ho ho. I hate this man so much. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Jesus.
God doesn't exist in the Phoenix Wright universe.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Why is Maya allowed to be up there on the stand with me?
Because she's his assistant. She's there for emotion. She's an emotional support animal.
Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over.
If things occurred as you... Sorry. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well. Defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
He did not give me a lot to go on. Yes, Your Honor.
Listen, do the Phoenix way and bullshit your way through.
We don't have a time.
Remember, you can also just press certain things.
Yeah, no, I'm just seeing if we have anything evidence that would work. I mean, I would like to present this, but I don't know what. I'm probably just gonna have to press him on something. I don't know what, though. I guess this? How would he know for sure it's me?
Yeah. Or that.
That works too, sure. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony, even though we tore her testimony apart already.
But then why was she... Okay, if she was, then why did she lie?
Oh, why'd you lie? Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40! 40? Don't add them together!
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on? Anyway, we already know he's paid off.
And what did you do then?
Maybe I can get him to slip up and not say the right murder weapon? Impaction? Don't you mean just impact? Ridiculosity, I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edward prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. It's not counting against me right now.
Yeah, when you press on things, you don't get punished, usually. Because you're not, like, actively committing perjury in court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just gotta press everything. Start from the beginning.
I think... I don't want to tell you what to, do
Press
or not if you don't want help.
Alright, let me... I'm gonna press him one more time on this, and then I'll probably ask you for a hint. Stop focusing on the words!
Listen, Phoenix is not a very bright noodle.
It must have been when you attacked, I assume.
We see. Continue.
Alright, I need a hint. Should I be doing evidence or pressing?
Again, I don't remember, like, super specifics of the case, but I think, go to, Move forward a bit more. I think press him on this.
Can you be a little more detailed about that? Yeah. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprehend. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. No.
Perhaps you should change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
The victim ran to the left. I mean, the only thing I could think of is the floor plan?
You can look at it.
Oh, I can't check. I mean, okay, so his viewpoint would be... No, because her body was found over here, wasn't it?
I believe so.
I'm just gonna try with this.
And do you have Miss April May's testimony also? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Let me use this then, because that works a little better.
Wow, my brain is so big.
Your brain is so big. Wait, right there. Mr. White, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, ho, ho. It is simple. You have misheard her.
It's simple. She's a woman and she's wrong.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. Oh, here we go. See now, floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Ah! Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
Both are right screws me over. Totally.
The game is like lagging for me.
Oh.
There we go, it's back to normal.
Both is right just screws me over. We know White is the murderer.
Does it though?
Does it though? Well, now I don't know which one to click. Because
Again, you have full health, so it's okay.
health, true, very true. I'm going with Mr.
You have full lawyer points.
I have full lawyer points. Oh god, my face. I'm gonna go with this just to try to pin White being in the room.
Oh.
What? You say no or go?
What? No, I was talking to the cat.
Oh. As Mr. White has testified, Mia ran to the left. Yeah.
But if that's the case, why would she run in the opposite direction from the door?
She did not. She was running towards the door, What? Phoenix! She was running towards the door, Your Honor. Somehow.
What? Now you're the one making a contradiction, Mr. Wright.
Unless the killer was in a different location. Is that what's going on? Is that what Phoenix is going on?
The call was coming from inside the house.
Not at all. Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. There we go.
Mr. Wright, what did you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course.
Doing the murdering.
More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing.
He was the potted plant.
So I'm trying to think. So she needs to be moving right from the window's perspective, but left from his perspective.
Yeah, so maybe he was standing in the position of someone who would be looking at the victim as they died.
Yeah. I thought I was trying to drag something. So he'd be. Oh, duh, right here.
I try to sound like Sarah, don't you?
Yeah. Shush. I was already thinking him as the killer trying to move the killer button around. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Oh, so either one that I clicked on would have been right.
Yeah. If he did both of them or that he just saw her. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion!
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ugh. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. Oh yes, dig your own grave, please. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Might I be allowed to lie in court some more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. We know there was only one hit. I have evidence against you already for this. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
You bet your ass I will.
You bet your ass will, else I'm going to jail. There's that autopsy report. Died from a blow, a single blow, with a blunt object. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Ah! What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? Huh. I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. He's having a stroke. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
God damn it.
Yes. Yes, quite.
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah, we want justice.
Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping onto this one now, White.
Mr. White?
Oh, okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed.
Hey, I'm the judge.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Stealing my fucking line. Very well. You may be You may begin the cross-examination.
Your Honor, Mr. Your Honor. My stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
This
bitch,
is
I do
almost
every
over.
day.
Oh God, what am I getting on here? The other one. There was only one window in that room, right?
I believe. And I look at the floor plan.
You know, I think he means the other hotel window. But either way, there's only one window in each room. God damn. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? We know it was a lamp, so. Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Damn. Hit you.
Oh.
Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
I trust you, Maya. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Oh yeah, you couldn't see the light stands from where it was. Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay,
It says-
of course.
Fuck him up.
And let me just double check this. Maybe he could see the shattered glass, but he couldn't see that it was a light stand. Your instinct would be that it was a glass bottle or something like that. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this.
These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Velocity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been in the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fane Law offices. In other
Get his
words,
ass.
you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Get his ass, Phoenix.
Ah!
He's having a stroke.
Kill him.
Fuck him up. Mr. White? Hey, yo, Mr. White.
Mr. White. You did it, didn't you?
You did a murdering.
Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. No, now that you've said that, Phoenix, he's gonna pull something out of his ass.
You jinxed us. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
I've heard... Why did I just realize now that I've heard this song so many times and never knew it was from Ace Attorney?
You didn't know that
No!
was from Ace?
I just knew that this was the drama music.
Are you kidding me?
What?
It's like the last case, I think.
Yeah, I didn't realize it then.
Okay.
I forgot about Edgeworth. He's right across from you.
How can you forget about this man's? Mr. White. I think the time has come. Oh. Shouldn't you confess your crime now?
Oh god, is he gonna be like he's having an affair with Maya or something like that, and that's how we knew it was in there? What?
I said you should confess your crime. Ergo,
Oh, the wiretap.
confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap?
Order! Order! Sorry, I was vibing to the music and then I realized the judge. Mr. Edgeworth, please explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is heading.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor. The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who?
I was taking a drink of water. I thought it was just Edgeworth talking. No, you
Edward was
wouldn't.
yapping. Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct?
Correct. You are most correct, Miles.
Don't call me by my first name.
Give me a break. That's also, in Japanese also, that's incredibly offensive, isn't it? To call someone by their first name if they're not on, like, a friendly term with them?
Yeah, it's pretty rude, especially in, like, a professional setting.
Yeah. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand.
Okay, what? Is that every time it goes to the wide shot? Like, I keep looking at Edward's ass.
I know.
Why is it so big? Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. Too many names that begin with W.
I know.
I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is.
Ah. One sec, phone is ringing. Don't talk.
Ayo, Mr. White.
Okay, you're good.
Ayo, Mr. White. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me. I feel fate.
That Phoenix is gonna have a stroke.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
In the middle.
I had entered the Fangco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify when it had fallen over, by the sound?
Correct, that is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
There's something with... No. No, not that.
Look at all the evidence that you have, even if it doesn't seem important.
Yeah, okay. My attorney's badge!
This badge proves that I'm an attorney.
Not that. I don't think the conversation would help. Nightstand. And we know he was with May, so that's why the wiretap was in May's room. This is literally the only thing I have. Why would she write Maya if I'm the one who killed her? But there's nothing I can present that
maybe read the description of the item.
A department store receipt with letters written in bold on the back.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, but where do I present this in his testimony?
I don't know. That's for you to figure out.
Oh. I didn't mean to go through all the way.
Oh, sorry, Phoenix, you're guilty. Executed on the spot.
Oh, well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Okay. I need a hint here.
See, I'm trying to remember exactly. Because I know, again, I know, like, the solution and everything, but I
you
just
don't
don't know
know how to get
exactly
there.
where you do it. It's either here or when you're talking about seeing the light stand.
I'll press him here. I mean, because
All
pressing
right.
him is not like it costs me anything to press him. Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the detail of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proved that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh, right. sure. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. How'd he enter?
Through the window.
Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Miss May?
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr.
They
White.
could easily be May's!
Hey yo, Mr. White.
And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. You...
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices.
Why would he do it in I'm just gonna press everything he's saying at this point. And then we have to figure out some evidence to throw at him. Why did you tap Mia's phone?
That has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
Blue Corp is the detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Oh god, if I press him on everything?
Yep.
There's no... What evidence could I go for?
Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
And that Phoenix passes out. Mr. Wright. Are you giving up?
No, goddamn, I lost! Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix! Phoenix, over here!
I know that voice. Mia?
Phoenix is hallucinating now.
Yeah.
Never give up, Phoenix.
Ah! Mia! You passed out! Where am I?
I had a strong...
The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah! Hey, you're finally awake.
Yeah!
Hey! Phoenix! Gag? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Look at my tits.
Oh, that's just weird.
It's Maya.
You're... Maya?
Didn't you know that the Fae women have strong psychic powers?
I was gonna say, he has to do a combination of their voices now.
Ah, shit. I'm just gonna do Mia's voice. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that wasn't enough of a shock of brain. It appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true
Wait,
powers.
so this had to happen then. There was no way for me to succeed.
Yeah.
It was a planned defeat. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Their names are too damn similar.
I know.
Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix.
Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
Ah. But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Yeah, I knew this was important. There was just no time for me to use it as evidence.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you were supposed to do it before.
Then or after.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on?
Phoenix. White wrote that, not me.
Ah. So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front?
Ba-da-da-da.
It's a
You
regular
flipped over
receipt.
the evidence.
Looks like it's from a famous department store. 1,000. Wow, big spender. Item: glass light stand. Date of purchase: September 4th. September 4th?
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa.
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
That bitch lying.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court's about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know that you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. Geez, that would have been useful earlier.
Well, Maya had to have a stroke and be able to summon me up. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
I said to pass out 4 times. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor. There is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor,
Nah, bitch.
please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you.
Ever. Never gonna happen again.
Never gonna happen again.
Never in another case. Don't worry. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, that the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
You cocky bastard.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Anyways.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side.
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fan Cole offices at the beginning of September. The stand could not have been there. Ah! Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Dot, dot, dot. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix, right?
Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Okay, I've seen that quote before.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent.
Oh, I forgot this is a Japanese court system. I was about to say, isn't it innocent to proven guilty? Wait, nope, that's wrong.
No, bitch, it's guilty till proven innocent.
I know.
Ergo. I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom.
Gotta falsify some evidence.
Gotta falsify some evidence. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry. This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. I love how it's only the second case and we're already dealing with updated autopsy reports. I know that is a common thing.
Listen, Edgeworth loves his updated autopsy reports.
This guy just makes evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I mean, I gotta object, even though he's gonna overrule me. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth. If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth should have come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Yeah!
The witness will stay.
Mia!
Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Dear Phoenix.
Oh god! Mia, what's this?
Just read it, bitch.
Oh. Is this all the people he's blackmailed? I have no proof of that. Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
Because I'm accused of murder. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. My attorney's badge.
My attorney's badge.
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! But please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, Admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press.
Oh! I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
The thunker. Case closed, Your Honor. It is after
I love Edgeworth's face.
Yeah, I love that Edgeworth sprite. It's so good. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. I'm gonna go to my team.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was.
Wow. This court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hot. Milky.
I was about to say the same thing! We share a brain cell.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born of Fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief!
I'm not chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief, Mia!
Phoenix is late.
Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Mia.
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
What, did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Commit insurance fraud. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of, huh?
She needs the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business.
Nick, is Nick a nickname for Phoenix?
Yeah.
Why is his name just not Nick?
You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you?
How does that translate in Japanese?
I don't know, because
Wait, what?
in Japanese his name is like fucking like Naruhodo or something like that.
Listen, all I know is the first part of his name is Naru because I know the ship name between him and Edgeworth is Narudatsu.
Yeah. Narumitsu. It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Oh, that's right. He called us that in the first trial, and I totally just kind of ignored that.
You're just like, wow, is Phoenix not his real name? It's like, no, it's Nick is in Phoenix.
Wait, one sec. I want to try something. What is Phoenix in Japanese?
His name isn't Phoenix in Japanese.
His name Phoenix is.
Oh, it's not a one-to-one translation. I'm an idiot.
No, it's literally all the names are different in Japanese.
Oh, great. Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners. Even though I don't have a law degree.
Oh my god, that's me. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now.
Damn you, Maya.
But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right in co-law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww.
Ghost.
Ghost?
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here. Watching. Maya, that's kind of creepy. Watching your every move. Watching you fuck up.
I thought you might say something else. I guess watching you fuck Edgeworth.
I mean, hey.
I mean, listen.
Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers. I'm fucking starving.
Me.
Burger. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. It's 9 o'clock. Are they still open?
Okay, wait up.
I love Maya's obsession with burgers.
One sec, your screen is gonna go blank for a second.
Oh.
I had to fix my face.
The girl just wants her burgers.
Oh god, what is this?
Oh, it's the fucking samurai arc. Incredible.
Alright, hopefully we can finish. We might have time to finish a full another trial.
If you don't fuck around.
Fuck around and find out.
Can you stop fucking around?
I don't know which move. The moon, no, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. You be evil magistrate. Ah! The warrior swords gleam and oh god, you're going too fast.
Let's follow the who, only the moon knows.
Don't miss next week's exciting episode.
episode.
The Dark Messenger returns.
Wow. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate.
Whoa! Stop waving that boom around.
Oh, Nick, I know you were here.
Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like how young?
10 years old?
Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
You're like 5 years younger. You're like 5 years younger than me. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
I can't believe I'm older than Phoenix.
I know. I'm older than Edgeworth.
I mean, Edgeworth and Phoenix are the same age, so...
Yeah, I know, but look at Edgeworth.
The stress that causes his hair to gray. And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1.
I really worry about kids these days.
These fucking Zoomers. Fucking boomers. Cramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. Wish we had some clients.
I wish more people fucking died.
A month has passed since my trial. Well, we're not just a murder attorney.
Murder. But Sarah, that's literally the only cases that you get in this
Because
attorney.
those are the only fun ones. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Right and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
Relatable content. It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Huh.
Bring, bring.
Me. Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested.
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain.
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick.
Maya's here, watching television. God, my voice for Phoenix is gone. You be the announcer.
Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warriors of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through his body. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further.
This has to be a joke.
No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring, bring. Beep. Yes, right in co-law offices. Dot, dot, dot. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai.
What?
Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick.
Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So, I've decided this will be our first case.
I have made that executive decision.
I have made that executive decision. Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Does she want to investigate the case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing.
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Just a minute, you don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information.
Nope. I guess let's go to the detention center. He's gonna be in costume, isn't he? Oh no, he's not.
That.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Willpower's our client, that's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying? I'll be.
I guess I'll be.
You
Or
be Will.
I think you did. I think you did the last person, so I can be Will.
Okay.
Yes?
Something wrong.
I love this man already.
Listen, Willpower's just a little guy.
No.
This is getting off to a great start.
I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
He's so sweet. I love him.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now.
I love him.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. Seemed like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. Just the hole in his
I
body.
know.
He had been skewered with a samurai spear.
The samurai spear.
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is.
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner.
And being a fucking noob.
He's doing this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Neo-Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Says the man named Phoenix, right?
Just a bitch who lives. Do you know the canonical place that all this happens?
No.
Is fucking Japanifornia. It's the combination of Japan and California.
Oh my god. Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came into the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some
Me.
action hero.
Phoenix, do not make fun of us bitches with iron deficiencies. What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you on that.
Oh, Nick, let's go.
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs.
Listen, let Maya be a fangirl. Let her love her children's media.
He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers.
I love the Steel Samurai theme.
This is make that. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Are you excited?
You be old lady.
Hey, you there! You want in? You gotta go through me!
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. I mean, I'm not, but...
Oh yeah? Well that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Yesterday, something horrible happened. Now I can think of a sightseeing, waste time places, don't have jobs to do, but doing drawings all over the rest of us. Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of east to be working this over out there when I was young. Things were right there. My two friends were sitting hitting was one of the East Coast. He's my own son as a called it.
She be out here yapping.
Nick. I'm sorry I call you a boomer. I know what a real one is like now.
I need my breath back, Jesus.
Well, I grow up to be like her. Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Use today. I don't want to talk. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know? She's married. She has a ring. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer. The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Are you kidding? People love villains. Edgeworth. There's your example.
In a children's show.
In a children's show, true. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. He looks like an attractive dude.
He's beautiful. What are you talking about?
Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
That motherfucker's name is a goddamn power tool.
It took me a second.
You know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Willpower, I get it.
Yeah.
Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. So I'm curious, did Powers walk by or did the Steel Samurai walk by? Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Huh. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in.
Lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously.
I guess I need to go get a... I'm done talking. Yeah, let me go get a letter of request, I guess. Can I examine? Computer. Hey, don't touch it! I'm just looking, bitch. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry on film equipment. Main entrance to the studio. There's a big seat here, so the onlookers pecking up against the gate. Mountain of junk food. Alright, so let's go back to the detention center and get a letter of request. It's you.
Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
Oh, I just realized we didn't get a preview of who actually did the murder.
Yeah, because again, that only happens like in the.
Well, no, we saw
Like,
we saw White do it.
yeah, because that was like the
Still
first
tutorial.
case outside of like the tutorial. They don't just fucking hand it to you each time.
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
But what? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady said she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, you brought me to help you. You have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
Phoenix, don't say that to your client.
I know.
I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me?
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady.
She doesn't have a name, she's just security lady.
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she's said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, I believe were her words. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble, she'll never let it upon you. She's got some nerve.
You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Oh, of course.
Yay. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. And we already, yeah, we're done talking. Alright, and now let's go back. Wait, is there anything else I can talk to her about? No, thank God. I'm an attorney, let me in! Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Huh? Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Phoenix,
Oh, huh?
There are maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
I am a hardened criminal. I will steal all I want.
I could probably talk to her more. I'm not going to. I was Gumshoe, right?
Yeah.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
It's the confused detective.
What is that noise? Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset. It's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
Crying in his office.
So? Those fucking bird noises, I swear to God.
If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Oh.
You gave him depression, Gumshoe.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right,
pal. It's all my fault. I can blame the other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always a next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well... We're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's
Just
my
going
endearing
like
character trait.
Oh, Gumshoe, I love you dearly.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
Gumshoe, my beloved.
So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick. Maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. 2:30. Okay, so there's a lot of time where he was sleeping afterwards. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm blind, ask security lady at the main gate.
I don't want to.
Nick, if that's true...
Hello?
Anyone would...
Oh, sorry, the game was lagging for me.
Yeah.
Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer! Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said, she's a sucker for authority.
My attorney badge!
My attorney badge.
She gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
What kind of evidence? Well, that her photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
Sorry, one sec. See the camera open that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
They said Steel Samurai, though. I'm guessing it's somebody in the costume. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh ho 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 ho.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you'd like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've had a free pass to the place. Now it's our chance to check things out.
Okay, before we go further inwards... Oh. No, our only option is main gate.
Nick, look! The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts.
God, I want a donut.
Guess all cops like their donuts. A-cab.
A-cab! Yeah, they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. I'll talk and then I'll present the badge.
Bitch, can we have the fucking photo?
Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Huh? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I've seen going through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was. Past tense?
Yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
That too, yes. He's showing the brightest back in the day. Making a Starling Kid play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell ya. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Oh, so she doesn't even know if it's the right time. Alright, well, my attorney badge. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Dang it. I was hoping that it would show her that I'm, you know, a person. Employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room.
Aren't you not supposed to do a double apostrophe S?
Powers is... No,
It's supposed, if it's plural,
I think you
just
have to.
Well, no, I thought you just put the apostrophe after the S and don't have the second S. I don't know grammar.
I think it's because it's a name.
Oh yeah, because it's his name probably. Yeah, you're right.
No one's been here since after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. I'm not gonna bother reading out this stuff. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. So normal.
Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this.
Ladies first.
Burger.
I have a second stomach just for steaks.
Based.
Door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Oh, let's go inside.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. More thieving.
More thievery. What do you mean, find?
You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear.
You mean the murder weapon? We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Thank you. Ah. The metal grate of the drain here's been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, that's interesting. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
That's something curious to keep in mind. Alright, and...
Oh yeah, fun fact, Phoenix doesn't have a car, he bikes everywhere.
Good for him. Alright, can I go inside now? Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Huh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
Yeah, I kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda?
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look, his credit card.
An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio One.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. Bunch of snacks.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? Some regular suits in amongst the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
The costumes.
I'd say you're already wearing one myself.
Mean to her.
Looks like someone's sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Alright, so... Back.
Did you examine everything?
I did. That make me think I didn't. I already got the bag. Oh. Really?
Maya's like, I want to steal more.
I wonder what else is inside Power's bag.
Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Okay, now it's done.
You have to let Maya... You have to give her enrichment and let her steal things.
My hair's still nice and spiky, just how I like it.
Phoenix, you fucking nerd.
Alright, I think that's everything now. We already got everything with her. We need to get inside there somehow.
Kill her.
Kill
Kill
her.
the old lady. Kill.
Could you tell me about this, ma'am? Oh, isn't that a studio card key? You better watch it. The scene of a murder is no place for sightseeing. I'll be taking that. Hand it over. Oh, wait, no, that's mine. Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died. Well, you'll just have to wait. Dang it. So I can't get into the studio still. Yeah, he won't let me go in. Alright, I guess we go back and talk to Powers. Yeah, Powers. Oh.
Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning.
Huh, right.
Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. Took a picture of Will Powers.
I have to ask him about that photograph.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it. Oh well, let's try again later.
I want to see that photograph because I don't think it's him. I think it's the Silver Samurai, whatever the name is.
Photograph.
Alright, let's go to the law office. That's the one place we haven't been.
What's going on, Nick? Said he was sleeping in his dressing room. But now there's a photo of him going to the studio?
Don't look at me. How should I know? What do you think?
That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here.
Well, that's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves. Well, if it is Powers in that photo, his alibi is shot. Only one person went to see the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it.
I guess that makes sense that the person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick?
Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers? Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone.
One thing's for sure, if there are any clues, they'll be in that studio.
Ah! And let's go back to the studio. Nope, okay, we already got her. Maybe he's back? Dang, okay, can I give her... I don't know, I need to get in. What's that? You give that to me? No,
Give her the photo.
we don't have the photo. We need to get the photo. We need to get in there or get into Studio 1. But Gumshoe won't let us through.
Hey, detective, take a look at this.
What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Don't show him that, he'll confiscate it.
No, Oh, I just wanted to show it off.
Damn it. Let me through, Gumshoe! Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge.
Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? A real men show their PD badge, and that's that.
I'll admit that inside my badge leaves a lot to be desired.
Maybe it should be just... Maybe it should be just a big L for lawyer.
Maya hands you the L.
Maya hands you a L.
I'm not so sure about that. God damn it, how do I...
I haven't even examined anything here. Whoops.
Wow.
Hey, there's a camera here.
That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera.
Whoop, I totally missed that number. What was that number again?
307. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey or some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. Hit you.
Matt, get your tail out of my face.
Hit you.
What's with that? What's with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too.
Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell over the path.
Oh, yeah. That way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out there, pal. There's nothing down there, anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
I'm sleepy.
Alright, let me into Studio 1. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card cue barred from the dressing room will work.
Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ.
It opened!
Alright, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene.
Alright, well, bye, Gumshoe.
I can't believe I forgot to examine there. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here.
The man did die here, Maya.
And the steel samurai killed him.
Why are they using the characters' names?
The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Body.
They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few bloodstains.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That hole in his chest was really weird looking.
Oh.
I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. I wonder... Did he fake his death? No, they found the...
Oh.
Huh.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that! One of those black and white boards that clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! It's a real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl's more trouble than I thought.
Maya, stop contaminating the crime
I was
scene.
about to say, you're already framed for murder once.
Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
You did old bag, so I can do this first.
Okay.
Hey, hey, you! No touching that.
Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc.
She looks exactly like the Penny from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like the same.
You cut off, I can hear you.
Oh, she looks like the Penny from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
They're related.
They're related by first names.
We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Person? Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employee area.
I'm curious if this is anything. The tip of the spear he has is broken off in this picture. I'm assuming they probably have multiple.
WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room.
Oh, that's me!
That's you, sorry.
The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1.
They're friends!
Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph.
I don't think it's him in the picture. One sec. I have to move in my chair's making noise. I feel like it's the Silver Samurai in the picture and not him. Huh.
Sorry. I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. When I'm talking about a clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe.
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was from someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew is in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Alright. We'll go do that 1 second. I just want to see. I don't think this is gonna be important.
Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama.
Sure.
New Fujiyama.
Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Neo Old Tokyo.
It's new old Tokyo. Oh, right. It's the camera Maya fucking broke.
Alright. Oh, ladder.
Look, a ladder.
This girl is out there.
Ah, Maya, I love you so dearly.
Alright, so let's go back to this lady. What, you still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost! What? I saw that suspicious look on your face! I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be!
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from the outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Eek!
Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin! Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking
No,
to
don't
the
throw her under
assistant
the
Studio
bus.
1.
Don't throw Penny under the bus. Her! She's not even a full... Oh, that's me!
I know, yeah, I started saying that, I was like, ooh.
Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays. Run your mouths like there's no tomorrow saying this and that other thing. When I was young, they told me to do a thing. You do respect your respect. Then we did. It's a great shame that you and you feel the same way you want before ladies. Rah! She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Let me into this booth. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it.
Leave it alone.
Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
It's a computer. Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Motherfucker, was it 307 or 370?
I was not paying attention.
I think it was 307. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. I knew it was the costume. Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
So someone erased it.
Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway. Let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady?
I mean, the only two people we could really have evidence for would be the security lady or Penny, and I don't think it was Penny. We got time. Probably get through one day of this trial, because I imagine this is probably a multi-day trial.
When is it not?
That is.
When does Edgeworth not present bullshit evidence halfway through? The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Gumshoe, my beloved. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. I forgot what was his voice. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. That doesn't look right. Like, I know it's probably just...
Oh.
It's probably just, you know, they can't show, like, actual blood and gore, but that doesn't look right.
No, they show blood in this game.
So that's wrong to me. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. I think I can probably remember that.
Phoenix lied. So this murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor. This case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
Huh? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? Oh, God. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Edgeworth has such difficulty getting his witnesses to just state their name. They all just have to clown on him.
See, Edgeworth has been in trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Gee, it's the thing you just said.
Windy old bag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Even as I was old bag, not real that's my name. You see, all the my phone name just because name. Can you believe it? But there was this boy captain of the high school club juicer. You all that well. Cried, crushed him, you see.
Objection! I object to the witnesses talkativeness.
Oh my god, I need just this gif.
I didn't realize his fucking pupils are shaking.
I know, look at the rage!
My man is seething with rage and hatred. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, say I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
Dot, dot, dot. You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
I love Phoenix being a hater in his internal monologue.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. And it was not him, you bitch.
You dumb whore.
Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Well, you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Dot, dot, dot. What is this, exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo World Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, isn't this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can play and see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't.
So I love the idea. So that means Edgeworth was just told they had a picture and had never actually seen the picture. So this is his entire case based on a picture that isn't right.
Yep.
How does this case last more than one day?
Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But That doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, do you not have proof the person in this photo is Mr. Well Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised!
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information you possess in your possession ahead of time.
How's I know everyone will be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't as good as evidence, pal. He'd even give it a second look.
Wow, old woman has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle.
That still isn't definitive proof.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
Gross.
She wasn't there in the morning. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai.
Oh, I guess she was there. Whoops.
She's literally in the picture,
Shut up.
Sarah.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Where's the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
I feel like that's something he would mention? Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Well then, what was the murder weapon? His samurai spear, the murder weapon?
Luckily I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. I feel like you wouldn't have enough force to kill somebody with a spear that's been duct taped.
Interesting observation.
Can I then... I don't have to necessarily... Because there's other witnesses. They're going to call Penny, I'm assuming. So I don't have to find something...
Mayhaps.
I don't have to find something here. I don't think there's really anything... I don't think there's anything else I really need to press her on. Like... There's nothing I can really catch there. It's your turn.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is the
Ah.
Steel Samurai costume now?
Very good point.
Hmm. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking it, though. Anyway, that's not important.
It very much is.
The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? My God, I always gotta object. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point.
They could also be purposely dragging their leg to make it look like their Powers.
I also wonder if someone else could not have caught that. If someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer.
Because there's that vent. A kid could get in, but I don't think a kid would have killed him.
And also, like, big-ass spear, large buff man. How would a child do a murder? We have to consider that possibility also. Disc. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Rich, you may cross-examine the witness.
I mean, may as well press. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. No one suspicious looking passed by at all.
No one's suspicious looking. Nobody's suspicious looking, right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1? Well, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Pressing you again. Are you sure?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Edgy Boy.
Edgy Boy?
Oh, Windbag sure has balls, sir. Well, you know what I mean.
I didn't expect them to say that. Well, Windbag's a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something you to look forward to, perhaps? Rude. Alright,
Again, Phoenix is a hater.
He's such a hater.
Everyone does not expect it, but Phoenix really is just a hater, and I love him for that.
I mean, there's nothing else I can really go after her on. Oh, we already said this part. Oh, okay, I have to do something else. I can't, I have to, there's something else I have to do. And then, did I already press her on this?
I believe so. Totally sure.
Yeah.
Finance it. Yeah.
I pressed her on all of these, except for this. So there has to be an evidence thing I need to present. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I give donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. So there has to be an evidence thing I have to present her. I need a hint if you got anything for me.
Don't entirely remember.
I feel like I just need to end this and get some pennies. But there has to be something else. Because I pressed her on literally everything. Maybe I'll just present the picture again when she's here? That's the only thing I can think of.
Oh, there it is.
Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, that's right, duh, camera. It was picture 2. God, I'm an idiot. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, when everyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, time to time, photo 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th, really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. This you hear is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2?
Yeah, where's photo number 1?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo?
You bitch.
Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Eh? Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Huh. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Time to throw Penny under the bus.
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the steel samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Bitch. I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I'm throwing any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I've never thrown out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
You know, maybe tell me who was in the picture? Well, who the heck was in the photo you erased?
Who the fuck was in that photo?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Aha, we saw it.
The grate's been loose for a while. It leads outside, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. Not in this courtroom. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
He's still a witness, though.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, didn't pay much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers,
Yes.
tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai off in the corner of the dressing. I feel like my Willpower's voice is like slipping into Kermit.
Yeah.
Is in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I wouldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume.
I wonder if it's the kid?
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? What are we gonna do?
First, you pay for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we'll get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the... Oh, this is you. I keep trying to steal him from you.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to that studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. Photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusingly innocent.
I like how you could not keep a straight face.
When?
Since when?
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great.
Penis.
As if the stakes weren't high enough.
Penisized. So, who is the person other than Mr.
I mean, it has to be a security lady. It's not going to be the girl. I mean, it could... Okay, let's eliminate. It's not going to be the kid. The kid could not have lifted the spear. It's either Penny or Old Bag.
I feel like Old Bag would have no reason to kill.
I know, she
Jack,
loves
though,
Pow.
she
loves
like
him.
adored him.
That mean it's Penny?
I mean, Penny was talking pretty positively about Will Powers.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she hates Hammer. But I mean, she's the only one we can go off of. Because the security lady probably has proof that it's not her. And it can't, unless... The only thing with the boy I could think of would be something involving a ladder.
A step ladder.
A step ladder, but there's nothing we could grab. We don't have the evidence for that, so we just have to throw Penny under the bus. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. It you.
Oh, sorry. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
Oh, bad feeling time. Someone can fake that so easily.
Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury.
Powers and poor Hammer at the run-through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up back jobs, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so how would she have faked
Yeah.
it?
So
The assistant...
Go.
The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury.
It has to be security lady.
She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume.
Shut up, Edgeworth. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped.
That kind of takes the legs out from under that case.
I love Maya's judgmental sprite, where she's just like, being like, Nick, you fucked up. Mr. Right. I'm afraid I have to penalize you, as warned. The fucking explosion.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Right?
Girl, this fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Ooh, Judge, can I please accuse an innocent person again? Very well, go ahead. You are the courtroom's little baby girl, so we will give you plenty of options.
I try again. It has to be secure. There's nothing for it being the kid. So I have to go with the security lady. If it's not her and it is the boy, I'm going to scream.
Boy? Hey,
It was the security. I like how when the music drops, you know you did it right.
Yeah.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The Steel Samurai's dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai?
True, does she hate Powers enough to frame him and kill Hammer? Maybe it was an accident. Maybe she just meant to threaten Hammer and accidentally killed him. Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh, yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby.
Fun fact.
Huh?
Fun fact, Sherlock Holmes does not exist in this universe. His name is Herlock Sholmes. So Phoenix is just dyslexic.
That's really funny.
That's odd.
Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces?
Hey.
Does he usually jump up with an injunction and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
We cut to Edgeworth and he's just fucking unconscious.
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
He really hates that old lady enough. He's like, you know what? I'm dedicated to being a prosecutor. I'm dedicated to my guilty verdict. But this bitch.
Well, what? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why'd I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright.
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it not to be nice to the kids and mean your Elder's Day, whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The spear? I mean...
Mayhaps.
It would have to be the spear. Or spear or keycard. I'll go with the spear. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. Oh yeah, that's true also.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Meh. The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend the proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. They're all so rude to her, I love it.
Wait a second! I'm not gonna just see you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking!
Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldman, what is all this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? I love Edgeworth in this case. He's just getting run through the ringer.
Listen, I love seeing Edgeworth, like, miserable. It's... Oh, well, testify.
Global Stewards wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're gonna go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag. This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I'll do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Who were these bitches? Nope, nope. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director?
We should have known something was fishy.
I love how Edgeworth is on my side now, somehow. Like,
He hates this old bitch
we are
so
united
much.
in our hatred for this bitch.
How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director's in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue your cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... No, I want to ask why they told her to keep quiet about it. Miss Oldback, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
Oh, so she was
They
bribed.
fucking bribed
She just
her.
admitted to being bribed. So, you got your bonus and you still talked. Huh. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. It really wants me to stop talking. So I guess I'll stop talking. But we better find the director.
Do what the heart desires.
No, I want to keep asking her things. So, you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
They were all in on the murder.
I'm pressing her on all of these. I want to get information on this. So they were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
What? Here are our suspects. It's absolutely them. My guess is... Okay, my guess right now is they were running through an action scene with Hammer. One of them accidentally stabbed him and killed him. And then they ran. But oh my god, how are they not the prime suspects? How is Power the prime suspect?
They pinned it on him. Bizarro Clown Court.
Oh, what time?
When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it. Edgeworth misogyny moments.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh, we already got it. The director? Where did that thunder come from?
Fish. We already did this part.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Smack.
I think I'm gonna... Yeah. We already got this. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna take a break, and hopefully let me save, because I might have to end in a second. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day of the question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag. And more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Well Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Smack. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It was nothing. I can't say had a grin sound effect. Or should I say sniff?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
Oh, Nick. Have we figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points then there either, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys.
There, okay, so we're gonna end it here.
No.
I'm sorry. Save. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Whether you're watching the VOD or if you're watching live. We're not going to do a stream next week because I'm not going to be here. But the week after that, we will continue this. So I will see you guys then.